In this video, we will talk about how to access rows and columns of a data frame in Python. So in Python, we usually use loc function or iloc to access the rows of a data frame of Pandas. Or you can just use the bracket with the columns variable name to access the columns of a data frame. Or you can combine these two to access a single value. So after we have selected rows or columns, so we can assign new values to rows or columns, or we can filter values, and we can use a for loop to integrate each value of the columns or values. So we will show all the details in Spider. So first, we have to import library for Pandas and NumPy. So then create a data frame based on this dictionary first. So dictionary has three key value pairs. Key is color, object, price, and values are three lists. Then we create a data frame called frame using pandas.dataframe. We show this data frame has three columns: color, object, character, values, and price are numeric, and with 5 rows. And the Pandas automatically assigned index from 0 to 4 to this data frame. So we can also show information of this data frame using frame.columns. So the columns variable names is an array has been shown, and also can show the rows index. So this is the NumPy array from 0 to 5. Just keep in mind 5 not included in Python here. Also show the values of this data frame. So next we can select a column, price, just using frame bracket, price in the quotes. So the result is a column of the original data frame, and returned is a Pandas series with the index. This index is same as data frame's index, but only one column. So this data structure is a series. This is same as we can use frame.loc, then a column, then price. Loc means select all the rows, so column means all the rows, but with only one column, price. So the result is the same. We can also use frame.price, can get to the same result. Just take the price as the attribute of this data frame. So the result is also a series. So next we show how to select a row. So if you want to select elements using numeric or axis labels, you can use loc. For example, we select a single row here. So this is if we not add quotes here, this is the numeric. So which means we select the third row, because the first row is 0 index. So we show this A. You can see the third row has 3 values, so it also returns as a series. The series here, you can see the index of the series actually is the original data frames column variable names, column labels from the data frame. So the values of these rows has been transformed as the values of this series. So next we can show two rows. So we have to add an array using the bracket. So here in the double bracket, frame.lock two rows, the third row and fifth row. So the result is a data frame. Two rows with the corresponding index values from the original data frame, and for three columns, the corresponding values returned. So the result is a sub-data frame from the original data frame. So you can also select specific rows and columns. The result is a data frame. So here we use the lock to select two rows, the first and fourth row, and with two columns, color and price. So the result is a data frame with two rows and two columns. If you want to select elements using only using integer indexing, so you can use the iloc. So frame.iloc2 without quotes is same as the frame.lock2. So we can use iloc integer indexing. So the result is a series for the third row of the original data frame, and the original data frame's column labels have been transformed as the index of the resulting series. And you can also select multiple rows using iloc. So two rows with three columns, the result is a sub-data frame from the original. You can also use the iloc to get the same result as above. Two rows and two columns, so both using numeric integer value. So two rows and two columns for color and price are returned. But if we assign the new index for this data frame with we add a new index, then can use the lock, can select this index. Row 1, the first row of this data frame, is returned as a series. But we cannot use the iloc to select the rows based on the index character value. So this will get the error. But we still can use the iloc for the numeric. But after we have set the index to the character value, the frame iloc still work, but the frame lock does not work. So if we want to use the lock, we have to use the character label for the index. We create again this data frame. just keep the numeric index now. Then next we will use the column to return data frame. So if we just write frame 0 to 1, this will return the row, first row, from 0 to the 1, but 1 not included, so only the first row returned. And the result is a data frame, only one row. And if we want to get the two rows, we have to use frame 1 column 3. So the second row and the third row, because 3 not included. So the two rows returned is a data frame. And if we want to get a single value, so we have to use two selection for the column first, then the row second. So here we select object column and the fourth row, fourth value in this column. So the value is paper. So we can also combine the for loop with the loc function to get each item from the column, for example, column price. So we just write a for item in frame.loc price. This is the same as the selection we have showed before. Then in the loop, print each item. 5 values. So we can also assign new values to the selected rows or columns. So here we can assign 3 new values to the first row of this data frame. So the first row has been assigned new value. And we can also add a new row. So we use the loc 5. This is the second. This is the sixth row, because the original data frame has only 5 rows. So we add the 6th. So now the data frame contains 6 rows and with 3 columns. If you want to assign the new values to our columns, you can just select this column and assign with a new list or array. So these columns has been assigned with new values. You can also use filtering to select rows based on some condition. So here we select all the rows where column of price larger than 8. Based on this column, we will select the rows. Just write frame in the bracket is a condition, frame price larger than 8. So 4 rows left. And we can also go further to select one row of this returned data frame. So here, for example, we select the third row of this sub-data frame where column of price larger than 8. So frame in the bracket, frame price larger than 8. Then we can use .loc2. So .loc2 is third row of this. .loc2 is the third row of this sub-data frame. So the result is a series with the index same as column labels of data frame and the value for this row returned.